Ha ha ha! Morning musings from my tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. I hope you can hear me. It's not windy today, so I thought I would bring you outside into this incredible place that I live, this little tiny island where I get all of my inspiration and where my creativity is fueled. And why wouldn't it be fueled with this behind me? It is an exquisite morning, and I am just thrilled to be out in the sun. I, of course, had my coffee this morning here, did my journaling and my planning for the day here in this beautiful, beautiful spot. So maybe I can give you some more. I'll get out of the way. So today in my studio, which will probably be mostly outside today, I'm still putting together a lot of the stuff, the business side of things, less on actual painting. I've been having a really, really hard time uploading for the members the second part of. I don't know why it's not going. I broke it up into two parts, so it will happen. I'll get it figured out today. And another thing I've just got to do myself a video for the YouTube channel. If you have anything if you have any questions and you want to know about something, you want me to look into something, write it down below in the comments, and I will do a video on that. I have a couple of things in mind, and something aside from these morning musings. Oh my goodness, there's a breeze coming in. I hope it's not like disrupting. Anyways, so the plans for today are just as much as I can be outside this morning. I'm going to be outside later on today. The weather is going to get bad again. So, of course, this is where I'm going to be. And I really don't have any kind of thoughts that I can work with today. My ideas are around the spring cleaning kind of thing. Do you guys do that? Do you when spring comes around and you have this sense that you want to fix things up and put things in order? And that's kind of where I am. And I think I'm going to start in my tiny little studio and just do a clean out of the stuff that's just sitting there. And my tiny little studio is not just the space that you normally see me in. I have stuff in closets and, in spaces in the storage area, which is the second bedroom. But because my family is coming as of next week, I need to clear that out. And while I'm doing that, it's a really, really good time to release. Just release the old stuff that's just sitting there and has been sitting there and will sit there again for another year or 2 or 10. And I believe in letting go. So I think my thing today is going to start in the studio, and I'm going to go through the things that just don't need to be there anymore. And if it's an old painting, right, that I want to, when I look at an old painting, something that, is from 5, 6, 7 years ago, and it's not something that I would put out to sell, but maybe I want to keep it for reference of, how I've grown. I'm not sure that I'll actually keep the little painting. Whatever I can use again by coming in and letting it sit with turpentine on it, and then I can scrape back the extra layers of paint and then use that same surface to paint another painting. That is perfectly beautiful. It's a beautiful process to do. So I will photograph the painting to have on record in my digital images, and use that, and just get rid of all the extra stuff. Right? Like most of you know who come here and listen to these morning musings know that I have a very, very small space. I do not have a big storage room, and my paintings from the past are just not up to par. They could be maybe turned into prints, like a calendar kind of thing, and yeah, they could be used for that. But I think a better use for them would be to release my attachment to them, and I can photograph them. That is the strongest attachment that I would like to keep for these paintings, and just reestablish the surface and use them again, paint over it. And oftentimes when it's already has something that you've painted before, and it has an energy to it, and it has different colors as the base, oftentimes they can become even deeper experiences in my painting process, at least for me. And so there's just opportunity. And it's again, when you have a painting that has been scraped back, that has a little bit of what it was before, and you use that to paint again a new painting, it is also an experience of stepping away from the fundamentals, the way that is what I teach, and what I want everybody to begin by gessoing their canvas and then staining it and doing their underpainting. When there's already a different layer there and you do a new underpainting on top of that, there is a sense of breaking up the pattern. I'm still doing the same steps through my painting. Those won't change. Those will always be my notan. Then I'll turn it into a 3-value sketch and then lay on the first layer of colors. I'll stay with my limited palette and just work through the painting that way. But the very, very first layer of the notan will have something different behind it. And that is always something that I love to open myself up to. So those are going to be my plans for today. So getting a new video up, and maybe the video will be on that, on releasing the older paintings, the ones that don't need to be with me anymore, and reestablishing them. I kind of did something like that a couple months ago, I think. Can't remember. And that might be a really beautiful thing to do, and to come out here and do it out here in this beautiful sunshine. So I'm going to go into my tiny little studio and release and clear the energy, just clear away the extra stuff. So you guys, enjoy this beautiful day. Be inspired, be creative, be you.